Hey, YouTube world, Ed Kirkpatrick. Thanks for dropping in. Uh, Hello, America, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and everybody else be watching me. There's a helicopter flying low. I don't know if y'all hear that or not. Oh, he's coming in low. Tonight's video may be a little long. I don't know. And I ain't made a video in a while because every time I get ready to do one, something just keeps itching at the back of me. Said, Ed, you need to talk. You need to tell. You tell everybody. Well, all right, America, I'm fixing to tell you what I believe. Now, first minute or two, I'm going to talk about God. After that, I'm going to talk about some other stuff. So, those of y'all that religion turns you off, you may just want to fast forward a minute or two. But I'm going to tell you what I think. Tell you what I believe. Like it or not. I believe in God. I believe He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to save us on the cross. Died for our sins. That if you repent your sins and believe in Jesus Christ, you will have a spot in heaven. That's what I believe. I believe in the Ten Commandments. I believe in the Golden Rule. If this whole world would live by the Ten Commandments and the Golden Rule, there wouldn't be no crime. There wouldn't be no wars. I know that's a pipe dream of lovey-dovey, but that's the way it is. And I believe marriage is between a man and a woman. I don't care what you do behind your closed doors. Heck, if you want to bump a goat, go for it. But don't need to put it on the street. And if two females decide they want to live together, well, you can call that a union, but it ain't a marriage. Marriage is defined in the Bible between a man and a woman. Enough said about that, I reckon. But, you know, say, what you do behind your own doors, I don't care. It's America. Land of free. Home of the brave. I believe if everybody lived by Jesus' teachings, it would be such a wonderful world. Yeah, it would. All right, for those that want to fast forward, there's the cue. Now let's talk about some other things that I believe, that I'm thinking. This is all opinion, of course, in some people's eyes, but it's what I believe. It's what I'm thinking. Yep. I think work is good for everybody. Those people that want to sit at home, claim they got this or claim they got that, and get a check, something ain't right. Yep, it ain't right. I think everybody ought to work for what they have. You know, we live in America where you can own property. Some places you can't own property. I believe everybody ought to own a little piece of land. If you're in the city, renting an apartment because of a job, you need to get your butt out. Yeah, you do. You need to get out there in the real world. Get your piece of property. Live off the land for a little bit. See what it's like. You know, this country was founded some 250-something years ago on an idea. After we told the English we wasn't going to live by their rules, their taxes, we formed a great experiment. Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, James Madison, Button Gwinnett. He was from Georgia. He's a drunk. What I heard. Anyway, they all signed the Constitution, Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence also came with was called a Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. After they wrote that Constitution and got back together, they said, well, here's a few things that bothers me. Here's a few things that bother me. Everybody spoke up, so they got together. And they wrote the first 10 amendments. The First Amendment is your right to assemble, your right to free speech, your right to worship any religion you want to worship. Today, they're trying to squelch free speech. Today, they seem like if you're a particular religion, they want to hate you. They want to bring you down. Today, if you seem like you're a certain ethnic group, they want to throw you into a bubble. Yep. Well, First Amendment. Right to assemble. Yep. Right to assemble. There's another big thing. Let's get a crowd together and tell everybody, hey, we don't like what's going on. That's what the First Amendment right to assemble was about. Freedom of religion, free speech. And then there's the Second Amendment. No, I'm not going to sit here and go through all 10 amendments. The first two are really important. The Second Amendment, the right and keep and bear arms, is what protects all the rest. Now, you may disagree with that, or you may say, But if you look back through history at the countries that took away that from the citizens, it didn't end pretty. No, it didn't end pretty at all. So the right to defend ourselves from any kind of aggression, foreign or domestic, is instilled in that Second Amendment. Second Amendment, probably the most important amendment, to be honest with you. But First Amendment, I think, was the right to worship, the God of your choice, the right to assemble, the right to free speech. Second Amendment backs all that up. Yep. Tell you another thing I believe. This country's going to hell in a damn handbasket. Yeah, it is. Man. The crap you see on TV, if you watch TV, I don't watch TV. I hadn't turned my television on in a year and a half. Watch some YouTube stuff, and that's it. But it's all lies. That's what I believe. It's all a bunch of BS. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. You know, the way you live your life shows in the way you work, what you do. Yeah. Ponder on that just a little bit. See what you think. Yeah, I'm back. I know this whole United States is going through a polar vortex, all kind of cold weather. I'm sitting in here in my man cave and had to turn the air conditioner on. I'm in central Georgia swamps, and I think we had 29 this morning. It ain't what y'all going through. But anyhow, this new generation wasn't taught history in school. They wasn't taught civics. And that's one of the two most important things that every American ought to know. Is how this country was made, how it was built, and the civics. How to get things done, how to change things if you need to. You know. You got three branches of government: executive, congressional, and the courts. And they all have to work together. But they wouldn't talk that. So they get a hair in a wig and gonna go out and protest. Yep. Tell you, I get tickled and I laugh. Some of y'all will agree with me. All these peaceful protests that are going on there, the George Floyd riots, burning down police stations, burning cars, throwing Molotov cocktails through storefronts. They call that mostly peaceful protests. You had about 8,000 Americans on January 6th, 2021. Went to the White House and voiced their displeasure. I gotta change the mode on that thing. There we go. A lot of them still rotting in jails, never been charged with anything. That's not America. It's not what we believe in. You're innocent until proven guilty. These folks have been thrown in jail because they were there on the Capitol grounds on that date and maybe had ventured into the White House, or excuse me, Congress, because they let the doors open. Nobody had a weapon. Oh, it's an insurrection. They're going to overthrow the government. Trust me, Bubba, if we're going to overthrow the government, we're going in with guns and blazing. There wasn't nobody blazing guns. There was people showing their butts. The guy with the buffalo horse tickled me. Anyhow, it's sad. We got to turn this crap around. We got to turn it around now. And I'll tell you one thing I do believe in is voting. Now, a lot of people say, it don't matter. They stole that last election. Well, yeah, I agree with you. That's my opinion. They stole that last election. You got 335 million people living in this United States. 81 million voted for Biden, 75 million voted for Trump. Add them two numbers together, and you come up with 138 million. Is that right? No, 135 million people that voted. Hell, half the country is under 16. Where did all these votes come from? There ain't that many people can vote. But it all flew through, went through. We swallowed it all like a big old grape. Wasn't much we could do, was it? No, it wasn't. Yeah. This country's so far in debt, it ain't even funny. $33 trillion. But when you look at it, it's kind of funny too. But we continue to borrow money to pay on the debt. What I want to know is who are these idiots lending us money? Well, got to pondering on that. They ain't idiots at all. People lending us money to pay our debt just want more than just their money paid back. They want favors. Yep. They want to crank up this industry or crank up that industry. I hate to say it. War is an industry. And they're cranking it up big time. Ukraine, Russia conflict. How many billions and billions of dollars have we sent over there? Most of it unaccounted for. We did send them some equipment. Some of it they don't know if it got there or not. Hey, come on, folks. It's a money-making thing. Putin don't want to just go in there and take it all over in one easy swoop in a week. And Zelensky don't want to go over there and whoop Russia's butt and kick them out of Crimea. The money would stop. The money would stop. Lord knows what's going on over there in Israel. Gaza Strip. Now, I tell you, I'm a pretty old harsh guy. I'm rough as a cob when it comes to payback. Yeah, I am American. As soon as that crap happened over there in Israel, and them terrorists come over there and kill, rape, cut kids' heads off, put some of them in an oven just to watch them bake, babies in an oven. All this is documented. It's on film. Do your own research. I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth for the people in Gaza. They elected these idiots. Just like we elected Joe Biden, they say. So we have to pay some consequences for that. I guess we will. But anyhow, telling you one thing, America. When that happened, I called my buddy Roger Bush. I said, Roger, call your guy in the 52nd Airborne and see what they're up to. He said, why? I said, I did you. We need to go to God. This was, I mean, hours after it was happening. I said, we need to get every B-52 available. We need to bomb that Gaza Strip, starting in the north and go all the way to south to Egypt. Just bomb it continuously for the next 48, 72 hours. Because ain't nobody gonna do nothing after that. Level that MF to the ground. Then go in there with bulldozers, clean that crap out, push it all in the sea and make a port and an air base out of that whole Gaza Strip. Kill them all. That's just as hard as I can be. I know that ain't compassionate, some folks. You come over here and do that to my family? No. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and then may take another tooth while I'm in there. Yeah. But I tell you what, America's a great place. I talk to so many people that come from other places, and they say, this is the last great hope. This is the last great hope to be free. Well, there's a guy in Canada just the other day. He said a few things on Twitter, and now they're going to send him to a re-education camp in Canada. He appealed to the Supreme Court, and they said, no, you got to take your sentence, because he said some things a little bit out of the way. Well, I say things out of the way all the time. Nobody's going to send me to no re-educate. They send him to a re-education camp. Just like they do in China and North Korea. You don't want the party line, we'll send you over here. Re-education labor camp. You don't change your mind, you know. You die there hollering rock. We don't give a rip. Yeah, America. This crap's going on. It's getting closer to our borders, and we got to stop it. I don't know how we're going to stop it just yet. I've been pondering on it, though. Yep. Been pondering on it real hard. You know, I look back at this experiment, though. Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, George Washington, they all had a vision of having your own spot on the earth, owning your own land, doing what you want to on it, and trading your goods for other stuff. And today, we're not trading amongst each other. We're trading with China, India, Pakistan, Vietnam. Wasn't Pakistan where we found that Osama bin Laden was hiding out? Yeah, I believe it was. These folks ain't our friends. Don't mean we can't get along with them. I'm not saying that. But we gotta buy stuff from them. Put on our chest, hat. Well, I took my watch off. It's from Sweden, but anyway. You know what I'm saying? Only them things right there are made in America. Most of the rest of that crap got to come from China. Or in parts thereabout. It's a world economy. But that don't mean we got to rule the world. No, it don't. Tell you a short story here. I got to think about it the other day and I saw it. News feed there. Iran boarded a ship, oil tanker, took it over. Took me over there commandos. I forgot what Swedish flag or whatever it's like. Come to find out, doing a little more research, we actually seized that same tanker 8 years ago for hauling illegal oil. Where's the illegal oil? Well, we had sanctions on Iran and they couldn't sell no oil. Who the hell are we to tell Iran they can't sell no oil? Now we can tell Iran don't send no army over here will kick your ass. But if they want to sell oil, they want to sell goats, they want to sell tobacco. Who the heck are we to sell? See, this foreign policy crap, it's all messed up. It's all messed up. It's crazy. It's crazy can get. And this is what I'm thinking. This is what I believe. We need to get our foreign policy in order. We need to quit trying to be the policemen of the world. We need to protect our own borders. God knows y'all know what's happening on the southern border. We need to protect our own borders and our own interests. Well, our interest is oil over there. Hell, screw that. Our interest ain't oil over there. Our interest, the only reason that our interest is oil over there is because the Democrats are the one that control the oil over in Middle East. The Republicans control the oil here on our soil. Let that sink in a dang minute. I know that old spot looks bad, but I got hit with a baseball today. It's all right. Don't ask me no more questions. Anyway, oh, yeah. What the heck? I mean, come on. What are we thinking? But you know, just leave us alone. We'll leave y'all alone. And if you do some nasty crap, yeah, we're gonna step on you. But don't get me wrong. Iran supposedly is doing a bunch of nasty crap around the world. Well, okay. Who was it? Obama sent them 2 pallets of friggin' money. Biden sent them 1 pallet of cash. Why? So they won't make a nuclear bomb. Let me tell you, them fuckers already got a nuclear bomb. Them suckers already got a nuclear bomb. They just ain't figured out how to deliver it accurately yet. They got enough plutonium running around over there. Anyway, let's don't worry about that. Let's worry about our own selves. And this NATO junk, man. What are we doing in NATO? Every country in NATO, I think there's 36 of them, is supposed to contribute 2% of their gross national product every year to the organization. Where NATO was formed to keep Russia in check right after World War II, because they was afraid Stalin was just going to keep on marching all the way to dang London. But yeah, that ain't happening. Soviet Union busted up. NATO's we contribute over half the funds to NATO to defend their soil. We can't even protect our own damn border. Now you tell me what logic is that crap? Now this is what I'm thinking. This is just what I'm believing. But something like here's got to change. We can't keep doing that. They need to defend themselves. Let them spend their own money. All them other countries over there never lived up to their 2% GDP. No. There's a couple countries over there ain't donated more than $1 million in 10 years. Lithuania here. Anyway, it's crazy. We need to get out of crap like that. While we go over there in Europe, we might as well talk about global warming. Oh my God. Do you know over there in England you got to pay a tax on every cow you got because it farts? Yeah. England, Ireland, Spain, Italy, France, France. I don't know, Germany. Yeah, Germany, because they just did that too. For every cow you got over there, you got to pay about $20 US a year to a carbon tax because your cow farts. Yeah. Cow farts are going to kill the world, so we got to pay for a carbon tax. Well, let me ask you something. All this tax money they're collecting from these cows are farting. How is that going to reduce the methane coming out of that cow's butt? Are y'all going to put some kind of spaceships, take that money and put some kind of spaceships up there floating around to suck up the methane? No. You milking the damn people for money. Biggest, craziest horse bull butter I ever heard of. A carbon tax. Ain't it crazy? And they go along with it. Well, Germany, the farmers over there are raising, in Ireland too, they're raising hell. What's this bull? It's bull butter. Yeah. You don't tax me because I got a cow and it farts. They worried about all these, there's supposedly, I think there's 20 million cows or something. Well, let me tell you something. There were 60 million buffalo running across the plains of the United States years ago, and they was a farting too. But we didn't have no global warming issue. Ain't nobody put a carbon tax on them. Of course, you kill them for the hide, mainly. But anyhow, ain't that a bunch of, the way people think nowadays just blows my mind. They can't see past I don't know. There's so many people out there trying to make money off of me and you, trying to tax us. Ain't that how this country got formed? We got tired of dang taxes. And we said, England, screw you. Anybody gonna tax us will be ourselves, and it will be with representation. Yep. Well, our representation ain't been doing too damn good a job, have it? I'm taxed more than I ever been taxed. Heck, I sold a little timber. My God, it wasn't worth it when it was all over with. Taxes eat me alive. Destroyed my land while doing it. Yeah. Anyhow. Anyway, I better get off of that one. But I'll tell you something else I don't believe. This is what I was thinking, America. That's what I was thinking, America. Let me tell you something else. We still live in the greatest country in this world. You can go out there and get in your automobile, and you can go 2 or 3, 4, 5 states over. Come back. Certain places in the world, you can't do that. You can't leave your area. Not without permission. We still have available energy here. What I tell you what, though, you talking about this deep freeze? Them poor fellas up there in Chicago with them Teslas. Well, the Tesla's chargers froze up. So they can't charge their Teslas. So they can't go nowhere. Now that happens when you have a hurricane or a tornado hit a small town or something. Electricity goes out, can't pump no gas. But it don't last as long as this has lasted. Oh, them poor people up there. Anyway, we still live in the greatest country around. You can travel freely. You can pretty much speak your mind. Of course, I got kind of, I don't know, I won't say slapped down, but kind of like looked at real hard the other day. When I made a statement about magazine. Guy showed me a magazine, this guy in there, and he said under his picture it has his name and then his title at this company, and then it had his pronouns under it. And I'm like, what the hell is this about these pronouns? Yeah, that's what they do nowadays. Everybody wants to be, call he, him, she, it, they, that, whatever. Say screw that. I'll call somebody OSC it, and that's just the way it is. If he prefers to be called him or it or whatever, well, they call him a pilot. But I ain't following that logic. That logic right there takes you down the wrong road. That logic takes you down one of the most tragic roads we have in America right now. I believe in the sanctity of life, don't you? I believe when a child is conceived in the womb, it's a child. It's a human being. It deserves to be born. I believe anybody that takes the life of a child in the womb has murdered a child. Now, do I think there's some exceptions? I'm a hardliner on this one. But if it was a woman going to die or the child was going to die, only one could live, I'd say let the child live. That's just the way I am. Rape and incest, let the child be born. Let it be what it is. Let it be a combination of what it is. Life is great, beautiful. So abortion, I'm totally against that. And all this new wokeism crap going around, changing genders at the age of 12. My God, I didn't know where my daggone pecker was when I was about 15. What the heck is going on with these folks? I mean, and these school boards passing rules, like their laws, saying they can indoctrinate your kid into changing its gender and not tell you about it. California, Washington State. Folks, if you can, homeschool your children. If you can't, go to the school where your children are being taught. Not just drop them off at the front door, but go to any PTA, any kind of meetings, and sit back. You ain't got to say a dang good thing. Just sit back and listen. You'll figure out what's going on. And then meet the teachers and ask them, well, do you have the curriculum for the rest of the year? I'd like to see what the curriculum is for this mathematics class. Just a thought, but be proactive. Don't let these loonies turn your kid into something they ain't. And how many stories I hear about these kids had these gender, what do they call them? Gender affirming surgeries? What the hell are you affirming? You know what I'm saying? Gender changing, you know, chop a dick off of me or something, one of them crazy things like that, one of them anatomy things. There ain't no reversals. Well, if it is, it ain't the same. But anyhow, we better get off that before we get banned on YouTube. But this is what I'm thinking. This is what I believe. And, for that little fat girl munching on her Doritos there and drinking her monster drink at the YouTube studios with that barbell thing in her ear, her pink and purple hair. I don't mean no harm by this. I'm just telling you what I believe, what I've seen. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. If I can change it, I'll change it. But you know, it all has to do with who you hang around, who you with. And I hate it this country's done got so daggum divided. You got this group over here that believes all this. You got this group over here that believes this. Then you got another group over here that don't know what the hell they believe. No, I'm not asking everybody to be like me. But I'm sure a lot of y'all watching this think a lot like me. We got to make some changes. That's why I say vote. Vote till they say you can't vote. And then we'll pick up and change. Let's hope we don't have to get to that, though. I'm telling you. It'll be a sad day. Anyhow, America. Hey, Kirkpatrick. Had a few things I want to get off my chest because I got some videos I want to make, but it's just been bothering me. I wanted everybody to know how I think. Now, you may unsubscribe or you may subscribe or you may leave me a comment, dirty, nasty, thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't give a rip. I ain't in this for the money. I ain't in this for the views. I am in this for a certain group I call my family. The YouTube family been here with me for a while. Y'all watch me play guitar. Y'all watch me tell a joke or two. And y'all watch me tell some stories. And I appreciate it. And I got a whole lot more stories coming up too. And some more guitar picking. But for some reason tonight, it just hit me. I just need to tell y'all how I think. So y'all know who I am, what I believe. Yeah. Oh, Okie Homesteading Expo, Pryor, Oklahoma, March 22, 23, 2024 this year. I think pre-advance tickets are still $41. That's a 2-day pass too. So you can go both days or just go one day, but $41. Last year it was $40-something just for one day. So, and vendors, food truck, and they got a food truck. They got a Mexican food truck there that makes killer tacos. Oh no. But anyway, food trucks, live demonstrations, Cherokee hog fry. They're bringing that back. Yeah, everything you want to know about on a homestead. Yeah. Great speakers. Daniel Arms, Joe Salatin, Max, Cassie Walker. Oh man, I can just go on. Get Daniel Arms to be there, MCing my buddy. So yeah, it's a 2-day event. Make one, make two, where you can do. But I guarantee it's worth the money. Hardest part's gonna be getting there, but yeah. Next year I told them I wanted to have a band there at night. The year before last they had cotton picking kids there. Boy, they were good. Then last year they had some little Korean guys that was barefooted playing. I don't know who they got this year. Always a good little group during the middle of the day, but I told them I want to have a band at night. Saturday night, fireworks, big band. I told them I'd pay for it too. We'll see what happens with that one, but anyway, yeah, this year, come on, I'll be there. A lot of YouTubers will be there, just a lot of good comic folks will be there. You can learn a lot. Learn a lot. So anyway, that's who I am, that's what I believe, that's what I think. It's all opinion. Do your own research on anything I've told you tonight. If you're taking it for a fact, do your own research. Yep. Alright. Think that'll get me out of hot water. Love y'all. God bless you. Ed Kirkpatrick. Adios.